Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. Sorry that it took a while to make this next video. I just was listening to the new Architects album, and like I said, this is going to be for an album review for a Live at Abbey Road. For those that wish to exist, Live at Abbey Road review or album review, whatever you can call it or whatever, but it's for the band Architects, so I'm going to discuss what I listened to for this Live at Abbey Road version for those that wish to exist by Architects and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this review. Now, it does consist of 15 songs, so it's a little bit lengthier than than the album version, which came out February 26th of 2021, which I think it was a pretty interesting album. I like the studio version to Meteor much more than I like the live version. And I'll tell you why in just a moment. I just gotta breeze through the track list before I get to that song itself. Do You Dream of Armageddon is just an instrumental. You don't really hear him sing No Tree Can Grow to Heaven lyric and all that, which that's part of the lyrics of the intro track of the song. But yeah, Do You Dream of Armageddon Live at Abbey Road version was pretty well done. So I like the orchestrated sounds to it that it's going for, so 5 out of 5. Black Lungs Live at Abbey Road version was pretty good too, so 5 out of 5. I did enjoy some of Sam Carter's scream growls and some of his uh, real good high pitched vocals in it. But there were some moments where I don't know if I liked in the song, but still pretty good live version for Black Lungs. So 5 out of 5. Giving Blood live at Abbey Road version. Don't know if I feel for it because there are moments in the song where Sam Carter just his vocals start to get tired out a bit, and I know he's really singing and screaming and all that in this whole live album. But there are times where it can sound a little off in certain songs. Not every song is bad. Don't get me wrong, I did not hate this album at all. Um, this live album was actually good. So, yeah. Um, the Live at Abbey Road version for Giving Blood's getting a 4.5 out of 5. It's a solid song. It's not terrible. Discourse is Dead was pretty good live version. I really enjoyed it. And Sam Carter's screams and some of his clean sings and all that in the live version itself sound pretty good. So I'll give that a 5 out of 5. I kind of enjoyed it. Well, I actually did enjoy it, not kind of. um, Dead Butterflies. I didn't like the Abbey Road version to it that much. There were moments where Sam Carter's vocals went a bit off track a bit with how he was singing the song, but still, that's there are some necessary things that happen, or some things that kind of happen in the live version of the album where your vocals start to mess up a bit when you're trying to sing the songs or whatever, but that's to be expected, I guess. So 4.5 out of 5 for Dead Butterflies. An Ordinary Extinction was really good. I really liked it. He did repeat himself with this one lyric, when the water runs dry or whatever. He said it first. It was supposed to be a different lyric. Uh, there are candles in the night or something, whatever. He's supposed to sing that lyric, but he kind of slipped up in that part or whatever. I just noticed it when listening to the song, so yeah. And then he said the when waters run dry again after he finished some other lyrics to the final chorus of the song. So yeah, I still enjoyed the song even though he slipped up a bit, but it it's okay. I think Sam Carter's does have a great screaming and clean vocals in this whole live version of the album. But 5 out of 5 for An Ordinary Extinction, and Impermanence live at Abbey Road is finally getting a 5 out of 5. I came to really like this song a lot more. I think I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 when I reviewed the track a few months ago, which they only released, I think, one or two singles for this live at Abbey Road version of the For Those That Wish to Exist album that they did a live version for. And yeah, that's actually much better because, yeah. Uh, so Impermanence is getting a 5 out of 5, the live version for it, live at Abbey Road version. Flight Without Feathers. It sounded pretty good. I didn't like the studio version to it from the album itself, but I think this version sounds pretty good live. So 5 out of 5. Little Wonder live at Abbey Road version is a good song too, so 5 out of 5. And of course, Animals we got live at Abbey Road version. I think we heard that version months before we got the Impermanence live version to it. But yeah, it was a good single and a good song as well. So 5 out of 5. Libertine, the live at Abbey Road version, pretty good song. I really liked it. I like Sam Carter's vocals in it, and it sounds really good. Orchestrated. It's orchestrated very well with the orchestra in the background of the song, so it's pretty interesting. Goliath starts off with a tempo thing at the beginning of it, and it starts getting fast paced at the intro of the song. So I really like that. Libertine and Goliath are getting 5 out of 5s. Demigod was really good. I really enjoyed that song. Um, there were some moments where I wasn't sure if I was going to feel for Sam Carter's vocal potential in the song, live version, of course, not the studio version. The studio version was amazing. Um, but yeah, I'll give it a 5 out of 5 for Demigod. I enjoyed it. And we get to Meteor, the song I have some slight problems with. Live version, of course. Studio version's fine. I don't hate the studio version. I actually like the studio version better than this one. This is where Sam Carter has the ability to do more clean vocals, but instead he tries it with a scream and he can't hit the high pitched notes with the fire and the snow, the high pitched snow vocal at the end of the bridge part of the song. And he didn't hit that note, he just screamed it. So that's where I was a little disappointed. But at the same time, I think the song was average, so 3.5 out of 5. And Dying is Absolutely Safe live version was really well done to close this album, this live version album, so 5 out of 5. Overall, production, mixing, and execution, I think this is a good listen. I wouldn't say it's amazing with certain songs. The only song that a little bit disappointed me was Meteor live at Abbey Road version. That was the only song that was my least favorite. And a few others as well, like Giving Blood, Dead Butterflies, and yeah. Those, well, Giving Blood and Dead Butterflies were solid tracks, but they didn't have major problems like Meteor did. Meteor had some problems with the live version. I love the studio version much better than the live version, to be honest. That's just my opinion, at least. So, uh, overall, I'm gonna, well, not I'm gonna. Overall, Architects for Those That Wish to Exist live at Abbey Road album was a good listen. I highly recommend you check it out if you're interested in hearing the live version to the album we got last year for Those That Wish to Exist. For their last year's album they dropped in February of last year. So first score for me, I'm giving Architects for Those That Wish to Exist live at Abbey Road version 8 out of 10. this was a good listen. Just Meteor kind of disappointed me a bit with the live version. I don't hate the studio. I love the studio a lot. That version's much better than this version. To just giving my honest take on it, so hopefully you can respect that. Comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the Architects for Those That Wish to Exist live at Abbey Road album if you've heard it. And if you enjoyed this album review, which it is coming out at midnight, for those that wish to exist live at Abbey Road version for Architects, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can. Support the channel. I will have another review coming out. I believe I found the Michael Bublé album. I got to listen to it, of course. Sorry about the paper rolling or whatever. It's my notebook paper in my notebook. So yeah. I will have a movie review out tomorrow, most likely. I thought I was going to get around to it today, but I got distracted with listening to new music and all that, so it's been one busy day on my channel. So hopefully you've enjoyed some of the reviews. I know I gave Machine Gun Kelly's new album a bad rating, but I kind of went a little too far with the things I said. And I do apologize for that, but I kind of stand by with what I said. That not the pathetic loser thing that he said, because that was a little bit harsh of me. So I apologize for that. But everything else I meant by this dude, I do not like this dude. Personally, I don't like him. And that's just my opinion. So, yeah. So, yeah. Uh, like I said, if you enjoyed this review, I will have another review coming out probably tomorrow for Michael Bublé's album. Unless I decide to get around to it tonight. I gotta see what I'm doing. So stay safe, guys. Take care. I hope you enjoyed Architects for Those That Wish to Exist live at Abbey Road album review I did for you guys tonight. And as always, I'll see you in my next review.